Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. We're gonna start doing the little showcases for Helm, some team comps with her. Honestly, there's not really much that you can do. Like, you just really slap her on the team, right? That's really it. We could try to make a comp that fully maximizes her damage. Maybe I'll do a video like that. But we're going to be taking on Modernia. We're going to be running this comp. I'm just going to call it the skill reduction comp, right? Because that's all she got. And like, again, when it comes to these bosses, the damage taken means nothing if it's not an electric code boss, right? And I say electric code boss because if this only affects, what, one enemy randomly, and it's like there's mobs there, what value does that hold? Like, you know what I mean? It's only going to really be useful against bosses, right? It's not, because if there's only one boss and has no choice to go to the boss. But if it's a selective amount of enemies, right, then what? If it's a boss with ads as well, what if this damage taking goes on the enemies instead of the boss, right? Because it's not whoever has the highest attack, highest HP, or anything like that. It's just randomly. So in this situation here, all she's going to be giving us are her little baby food, you know, Jordan Poole damage, and then the cooldown of the burst skill. Of course, we're going to have Dala, who's giving us the same thing, and a bit more if we actually use her burst skill. You know what? Yeah, let me put her... Like, let me actually get value for my burst too. And then obviously Dorothy's also going to be lowering our burst skill cooldown when we land the last bullet. We're running Anise and Modernia here because they're going to carry. But yeah, literally... It's so sad, bro. It's really so sad, bro. I'm so disappointed, bro. And Elysian, again, the Tetra, they will get anything that's... I'm not even gonna start. I ain't even gonna start with y'all, bro. No D on this team, but it's fine because the attack buff that we're getting from Dala is actually doing something for us, right? Where we're gonna be able to break it. Oh, whoa! I didn't even see what happened there. And we have no healers. Yikes. I didn't even see what happened there, so let me try to, like... Oh wow, that was horrible. Okay, as long as they don't go for Modernia. She ain't got no healers. Right, but yeah, you can kind of see that the, you know, the cooldown is helping us a lot with our burst, like, you know, burst skills. Obviously, there's times that you go back into a full burst, especially if you have those very fast, like, burst generation teams. But then, because they're so fast, you don't have the burst skill up yet, because it's still on cooldown, right? So, you could quite see how... Okay, almost died there, but yeah, it's quite useful. Like, actually, Modernia almost had her burst skill there again. She died, but Modernia almost had her burst skill there again. Right, which was quite insane. I mean, we still beat it because obviously, again, Anise does damage, right? She's not a weakling. But it was nice, right? We could have literally spammed, as you see. Yeah, I mean, let me lower this. Very cool. Let's see what Modernia ended up, or not Modernia, Helm ended up doing. 4 million. I mean, it's like free damage, I guess. That's really it. Like, it's just support on the team at this point. It's free damage because she's an attacker with full level 5 gears, has final attack increase on everything, and Dala's a supporter that has level 0 gear, but she's doing more than half of Modernia's or Helm's damage. Like, you can kind of just see when it's little things like this, you can kind of just see how useful a character is really gonna be. Right? Like, and besides, like, the cooldown is all she had for us, right? Which was nice because, again, we could have spammed Modernia's burst skill in a situation like that, right? Obviously, we can run a comp where if we do certain thing like, for example, let me show you guys. We can run this type of comp where we have, who is it? We can run litter, right? And we can get more cooldown reduction, right? And then if we can get ammo capacity when you use a burst skill and stuff like that, attack percentage. But I'm not going to do all that. But we can run Litter and we can get even more cooldown reduction. And then we could probably like beat Modernia with just a 1 burst 3 unit, right? So there are some comps you could try running. I don't know. I mean, we're going to try this comp right here, right? There are some things you can do, but like these are teams you're not going to run no matter what, right? These are just teams you're not going to run no matter what. So I don't even think we're going to be able to beat Modernia with this type of team. I mean, if we can break the quarantine, then sure. But if we cannot, then obviously I think we can. Okay, we did. We're good. The team has still no heals, right? But you guys can see when, obviously, when she lands the last bullet, we're actually going to get Modernia's burst skill. We did. Yep, we got it. Nice. So we're going to actually be able to spam it now, right? Modernia's burst skill. Are we actually going to beat Modernia with one? Like, we're going to beat Modernia with only Modernia, basically. Right? And then when the bombs come, Modernia handles those perfectionly. Like, she does it great. And now when we enter the full burst, it's only Modernia's burst skill. Literally. So it's fantastic, right? You can actually run comps like this for a boss and it will work, right? So if this is literally your only team, then run this team, right? This is where HELM has her uses, right? The cooldown reduction is all she has her uses for. But you're not going to summon for a character for nothing but cooldown reduction, right? Don't get me wrong. She has her uses, of course. But her uses are not going to be for the reason to summon. Like, you're not summoning for a cooldown reduction, honestly. You're not. But this is fantastic. The fact that I'm able to beat Modernia with nothing but Modernia is quite funny. Right? Literally, I'm beating Modernia with nothing but Modernia. Pretty decent burst generation. And then literally, we're only using Modernia to beat Modernia. So that's funny. It is possible. It is. You could run comps like this, right? You can. It is possible. But, yeah, the burst generation was pretty decent on that team, too. Right, but in total, these are the numbers, right? Litter, supporter, just like 500k under HELM, an attacker with level 5 gear on, by the way. Dala, right? Like, you can see, it works, though. If you want to run a comp like this, where you have only the 1 versus 3, and then you want to take advantage of HELM with the cooldown reduction, you can do that for this boss. Would I recommend it? No, but it is doable, right? Like, it is doable. Right, because for me personally, when I run a team like this, now I find HELM to have more of use, right? Because HELM was on the team, we were able to spam our burst skill, essentially, right? But you have to probably have this team, right? If we didn't have Dorothy there to reduce our burst skill with the last bullet on the first set, we would have lost our full burst there. So it is a risky comp, but it's really up to you if you want to run a team like this. It does work though, clearly. But yeah, HELM. I don't want to say she's a good or bad character on these bosses. She's just average burst 2. She's like, that's it, an average burst 2 character. That's it. She's not good on these bosses. Like, she's doing her job, and her job's clearly, she just sucks. Like, she just sucks. She's not doing much. She's doing like, she's a cashier. She's just not doing much. I don't know, bro. Well, cashiers, do they do much? I've been a cashier before, but I don't remember my time as a cashier really. But yeah, no. HELM, Kwame Brown type character. Like, you can run her if you want, obviously. If you have no other burst 2 options, run her, obviously. But that's really it. You guys let me know what you think. Boys, Zxous. Let's see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.